Well, the order of the night was a victory for Louisville basketball, but it was also a chance to remember a lot of victories that were vacated, but now are commemorated in a kind of a unique way in the rafters here at the KFC Yum Center. The 2013 team that won the national championship on the court, that big win over Michigan, everybody remembers, later vacated. The team was back tonight. We got to see a lot of guys that we remember. Some guys we didn't get to see that we thought we might, but Montrezl Harrell was here, Luke Hancock, Peyton Siva, Wayne Blackshear, Stephan Treese, a lot of guys, Tim Henderson, Mike Mara. It's good to see all those guys.
Yeah, I mean, the two guys that stood out for me were Montrezl Harrell and Peyton Siva. And the reason is, for Montrezl Harrell, this is where he chose to come on NBA All-Star Weekend. He wanted to be here. It's probably part of the reason they scheduled this weekend, so he could be here. And he spoke quite passionately about how that banner is a start, but he's not going to let go of this until they get the championship returned. I don't know if that'll happen or not, but he's dedicated to it. And Peyton Siva is always a guy who's so positive. He's invested in this team. He comes around the practice facility quite a bit. He comes to practice. He talks to the guys, and he's a guy who really made a bit of a speech saying the fans need to stay behind this team because he knows how hard they're working and they are getting better.
Yeah, it's interesting. They met before they came over to the arena here. They were over at their old equipment manager, Vinny Tatum's got a place here at the Whiskey Row Lofts, or whatever they call that place now. And they gathered there. There was a big crowd there. Mayor Greenberg was there. It was like dignitaries from all over, but they had a FaceTime call with Rick Pitino during that time where he talked to the guys. Gorgui Dieng talked to them. He didn't get to come. He had an illness in the family and wasn't here. He talked to them. Russ Smith talked to them. Russ Smith sent a video that they watched back here in the KFC Yum Center. It's a team, honestly, even if you looked at it at the time, Gorgui Dieng was an NBA player. Montrezl Harrell is an NBA player. Rest of those guys, I mean, it did not look like a team stacked with NBA talent. It did not have, some of them were highly rated recruits, but, you know, when you look at them standing out there in the court, you don't really say, well, there's a national championship team, but they were, and they were connected, and they were very, you know, you watch the highlights of some of those games, they just overwhelmed people defensively with great guard play. Siva and Russ Smith kind of were out of their minds for most of that season, and Russ, of course, was out of his mind for his whole Louisville career, so there's that. But catch up with them, listen to a little bit about what some of them had to say when we got a chance to catch up with them.
Hopefully we can still fight to get back what was rightfully won by us. And we're going to continue to keep pushing for that, man. But we know what happened, we know what we did, and we're going to keep standing on that because you know, nobody was in that gym with us but us. I don't care about something that's hanging in the Raptors, man, because at the end of the day, I still got it, man. I don't know what they're talking about. I told you, we was in the one fighting there for, you feel me? Like, whatever y'all keep going, man. I could talk about this all night, man.
Nobody had any help to win these games when we won a national championship. It's you know, whatever happened, but it didn't help us win any games. And so to get some recognition is really nice, and I'm so happy for the crew, for all these guys. You know, like I said, it's been a roller coaster, but we've kind of gotten on the other end of letting everybody else's opinion or people that don't matter. It's not really affecting us anymore, or myself at least.
It was great, man. Being at Vinny's, it was awesome, man. He had a lot of different posters on his wall that just sent us down memory lane, and being back with the guys, man, just hanging out with them, being with them, and just reminiscing about, you know, the times that we did play with each other. So that season, it feels like yesterday, but there was so many memories. Just like I said, that Syracuse game, coming back from that, you know, the Notre Dame game, we lost in 5 overtimes, losing 3 in a row to Villanova, Georgetown, and Syracuse, and then going on that crazy run. Like, those are the type of things that's just going to stick with you forever. Like, we were watching a Michigan game at the Vinny's, and just seeing some of those plays, guys giving me mess about Trey Burke and the infamous block foul, and just laughing about it, and it was just great memories, man.
Does it get more special as time goes by?
Definitely. Just looking back on it, it's just like we really did something special. So,
I've said this before. After 2012, we knew we were going to make a run in 2013, and that's why we were focused and ready to roll. And it's been such a fun day seeing everyone and just reminiscing everything. I feel like an old man, but honestly, I feel like I can get out there and run around right now. I mean, this is my son Colson. He's ready to. He might be ready to fall asleep, but he's the next one up, and we're super excited for the future here.
You know, this program's been through so much since 2013 with other NCAA stuff. All that now is in the back. There's no probation, there's no investigation. The program's moving forward, and this is kind of the next step healing process, I think, to get more people back in here and to feel what this place was like every time this program played. The players got to feel it. The fans got to be excited again. It was quite a night for Louisville basketball.
Yeah, and a couple guys took an opportunity to kind of lobby their case that they don't believe that their championship should have been vacated and that they're going to keep fighting for that, and that they hope that someday will happen. I don't know if that'll ever happen. As long as there's an NCAA, I don't think it'll ever happen, but you never know what'll happen to that organization. I do know this. We saw tonight proof nobody around here is even close to forgetting what happened in 2013. It has been celebrated, and it will be for a very long time in Louisville. Thanks for watching us here. You can see more at WDRB.com. He's Rick Bozich. I'm Eric Crawford from the KFC Center for WDRB Sports.